The Lynette Brown Show. This be the Lynette Brown Show.
She's always ready and on time.
The Lynette Brown Show.
When you got something that's on your mind.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Where we always keep it real.
Good morning and welcome to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. Woo! I am the fiery diva. Keep the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. Got a nice show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking with Pamela Thompson, and she is with the North Alabama Sickle Cell Foundation out of Huntsville, Alabama, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to give you a little information as far as sickle cell and the disease. And also, we're going to be talking about yard sales. Yes, yard sales. I mean, I absolutely love yard sales, okay? But I have a pet peeve with a lot of them, okay? And I hope you guys tune in so you can find out what those pet peeves are with yard sales. But anyway, we can't do anything until we take this quick commercial break. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
You know that guy in college? The one that sat up front? The one that asked all those questions? The one that curved the grade? Well, now it's your turn. The Adult Degree Program at Athens State University uses your experience, knowledge, and training as credit towards your degree. You might be closer to your degree than you think. It's time to finish what you started. Visit athens.edu/.
I eat a lot of barbecue, and Thomas Pitt is certainly one of the best in town.
This is basically good old Southern barbecue. I'm a Yankee, and you can't get this up north.
We've been using the same recipe for 42 years.
We got the best ribs in North Alabama.
I've been here about 32 years. Oh, I like the ribs, cheeseburgers, pork. I like about everything still. I've been here that long, and I still like it.
I've been coming here since 1950, when Mr. Thomas had it, and then James and Mary had it, and now these people, and the barbecue is the same. I've been in 19 countries and all the states, and I've never found any other barbecue like it. It's wonderful.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I've been here for like 38 years. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed working with the old owners, and I really enjoyed Carlos, which is the new owner. And I just want to invite everybody to come out because the whole staff is still here. We still have the same people making potato salad, slaw, the cooks out back. We're the same. We're still Thomas Barbecue. Thank you.
The Barbecue Smokehouse.
I just love the owner and the people that work here, and they have the best everything. They got the best barbecue sandwich. I really love it. I love their pinto beans. Their chicken and dumplings are just out of this world. And every time I'm by here, I gotta stop and get some.
I love eating here because they have the best peach pies.
The Barbecue Smokehouse. Great pork and chicken. Point Mallard Parkway in Priceville.
Hey, my name is Edgar Taylor. I work here at Missouri Jane Cantina and Creamery at Somerville, Alabama. You love great food and at a reasonable price, then come here. Trust me, you will not be disappointed.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the fiery diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me once again. We have Pamela Thompson, and she is with the Sickle Cell Foundation here in North Alabama. Miss Thompson, thank you so much for coming up and being a part of the Lynette Brown Show. Now, first of all, I want, for a lot of people, I'm familiar with sickle cell. I'm familiar with the disease, but a lot of people are not. What exactly is sickle cell?
Sickle cell is a hereditary blood disorder, and the only way that you can get sickle cell or sickle cell anemia is through your parents, so it's a hereditary disease.
Okay, well now let's just clear up a stigma that has been placed on sickle cell. The biggest stigma is that it is an African American disease, and we know that that is not true. Talk to us a little bit about that.
That's correct. The majority of the people with the sickle cell anemia are African Americans, but you can be of Asian, Mediterranean descent, or Middle Eastern, or Hispanic, or Latino. So all of the various nationalities are affected by sickle cell.
Okay. Well, one thing about sickle cell, I guess the question a lot of people would have is, how do you get it? What causes sickle cell? And I want you to talk to us a little bit about that, you know, the actual disease versus the trait? And we'll get on the trait here in just a little bit.
Well, the main way to get the disease is both parents have to be trait carriers in order for you to get the disease. There's a 25% chance that your child would be born with the disease based on the fact that the father has the trait and the mother has the trait. Now, there's also a 25% chance of the child getting the sickle cell trait because one parent has the trait. So you have a 25% chance of getting it, 25% chance of getting the trait.
Okay. Well, and I want you to talk a little bit about the percentage far as, you know, when both parents are trait carriers, what are the chances of the child developing the full sickle cell disease?
Okay, then the child has a 50% chance of having the disease if both parents have the trait. And we definitely know that the child will have the trait if both parents have it versus the disease, but the disease is a 50% chance there.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those who have just tuned in, you're tuning into the Lynette Brown Show, and she is with the North Alabama Sickle Cell Foundation, and we thank her so much for coming up and giving us this knowledge today. We're going to go into a quick commercial break, and then we'll talk a little more about sickle cell. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Hey folks, welcome to Eddie Pruitt Ford right here in Hartselle, Alabama, where we've got a great sale going on that you don't want to miss. Every new car and truck, every used car and truck drastically reduced, including this state-of-the-art new 13 model Fusion, totally redesigned. Cheapest price you can find anywhere in Alabama, $21,975, and that's loaded, not stripped. Sport wheels, all power equipment. If you want a great buy, new, used, program cars, whatever your need, Eddie Pruitt Ford right here in Hartselle.
Hi there, I'm Johnny Smith, manager here at Colors Precision Paint and Body. We'd like to send out a thank you for supporting us for 21 years of business this year. If you need anything, our phone number is 256-773-6272.
Hey, I'm Granville. We smoke all our meat with hickory and red oak, season all our meat with a dry rub, and our customers will tell you that we have the best ribs and the best barbecue in North Alabama.
I come to Granville's for the great barbecue. They have great lunch specials.
Well, I like the barbecued chicken. It's the best chicken I think I've had barbecued.
Barbecue sandwich, probably the best in town. The ribs, first time I came, the ribs were to die for.
Granville's Gourmet Ribs and Barbecue on the corner of Meridian Street and Oakwood.
The LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping their waves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Once again, we are talking with Pamela Thompson, and she is with the North Alabama Sickle Cell Foundation. And before we went into break, of course, we were talking about the chances of developing sickle cell and how all that can transpire. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the trait. You know, if you're a trait carrier, what are some of the, some of the symptoms you said are, are dormant? I mean, there's no signs or anything. So talk to us a little bit about trait carriers.
Okay. Usually there are no symptoms for those individuals with the trait.
Okay.
Now, if you're an athlete or doing something aggressive every now and then, you will become overly exhausted, and therefore the sickle cell trait starts to activate a little bit, and therefore you need to take a rest. And now with the athletes, all athletes are tested for the sickle cell trait so that the coaches will know if they're overexerted to sit down. But usually there are no symptoms at all for the trait.
Okay. And the reason I brought that up, because all of my children are trait carriers. Okay. All of them are trait carriers, and because their maternal grandmother had the full sickle cell disease, but I'm not a trait carrier, but their cousins and their aunt, all of them are trait carriers. And you were saying that means that it was dominant.
Very, very dominant.
Yeah, that is what pretty much that's in that particular family. Well, let's just talk about a little bit about people are embarrassed. They're embarrassed. Why?
We have some individuals who are in denial that they have the sickle cell trait or the sickle cell disease. Again, this is a hereditary blood disorder, nothing to be embarrassed about. You cannot pass it on by standing beside a person. It's not contagious, but it is a hereditary blood disorder.
Well, let's talk about treatments.
Okay. There are various treatments out there. Medication is one of the major treatments, and we do have a few sickle cell clients who have been cured of sickle cell through blood transfusions, bone marrow transfusion. That's what I'm saying, blood, but bone marrow.
Right.
And it doesn't work for everyone.
Okay.
So each individual is different. And the medications out there now will help slow it down. It will decrease the pain crisis that many of our clients go through. So through research and study and through visiting our center and the various clinics, the child or the individual does not have to suffer like they've suffered in the past. There are many, many new methods out there, and those methods just need to be tested and tried.
Well, Pamela, let me ask you this, ma'am. For people, parents like myself that have children that are trait carriers, what would you tell your children?
Later on in life, as they become adults, they need to just ask the question of their future mate, or do you have the sickle cell trait? Because I have the trait, and two people with the trait have the possibility of producing a child with the sickle cell disease. So those are just things that you need to discuss and talk about. And the major part is you don't want your child to go through all of the unnecessary pain that they may have to endure if they get the full-blown sickle cell disease. So those are just educational things that all individuals need to know. So we're hoping that teens are now talking more than they have talked in the past, because still today we have parents who come in and they find out that they have the trait, and then the other parent has the trait, and neither one knew that they had the trait, and they have a child with sickle cell.
Wow. Well, I'm not a trait carrier, you know, I'm not. But I do want to talk to you a little bit, because you were telling a story during the break. You were talking about a Middle Eastern that had the disease that was ashamed of it. Tell us, just brief us a little bit on that story.
Well, as most of you know, sickle cell anemia was always associated with African Americans or blacks. And so this particular grandfather said that he had the sickle cell anemia, but he did not share that information with his children, and therefore when a grandchild was born, and the grandchild ended up with full-blown sickle cell, and then he revealed to his family that he had sickle cell anemia, and that he was ashamed of the fact that he had it, because he thought that it was a black disease, and he did not want people to associate him as being black when he was not. So the African American race is not the dominant, is not the only race. Now we're dealing with a lot of various races and various people who are in the United States from various countries, and so therefore the sickle cell anemia can be mixed in all races.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those who just tuned in, we're talking with Miss Pamela Thompson, and she is with the North Alabama Sickle Cell Foundation. Now, Pamela, you do have some information regarding your walkathon. Let's talk about it.
On Saturday, June 1st, registration starts at 7:30 a.m. at the Big Spring Park, downtown Huntsville, for the annual Sickle Cell Walk. This is one of our major fundraisers.
Okay.
The North Alabama Sickle Cell Foundation serves 10 counties in North Alabama. And Morgan County, of course, the county that we're currently in, Madison, Limestone, Lawrence, Franklin, Colbert, Jackson, Marshall, and DeKalb counties are our 10
all
counties.
of our viewing areas.
Yes. So this walk is very important. Please go on our website. You can register from the website at www.sicklecellna.org and participate in the annual walkathon.
Okay. Well, Ms. Thompson, thank you so much for coming up and sharing this information to us,
with
us, and we'll be back right at this time.
guy in college, the one that sat up front, the one that asked all those questions, the one that curved the grade? Well, now it's your turn. The Adult Degree Program at Athens State University uses your experience, knowledge, and training as credit towards your degree. You might be closer to your degree than you think. It's time to finish what you started. Visit athens.edu/ADP.
And you are watching The Lynette Brown Show.
The Lynette Brown Show. This be The Lynette Brown Show.
She's always ready and on time.
The Lynette Brown Show.
When you got something that's on your mind.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Whatever you got going on, she knows the deal.
The Lynette Brown Show.
Where we always keep it real.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping their waves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for coming back with us. We have Pamela Thompson, and she is my guest today, and we were talking about sickle cell and all the signs of sickle cell anemia, okay? But with all of that, guess what we talked about also? And that's a yard sale. Yeah, how do we switch from sickle cell anemia to a yard sale, only on the Lynette Brown Show? Ms. Thompson, thank you so much for remaining and being my guest today. Now, we're going to switch gears. You're going to have a yard sale tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, Ms. Thompson, I got a pet peeve with yard sales. And I know it's you guys as well. My mom and I, we absolutely love yard sales. We love them. I do. And I remember when I was young, we used to snarl at them and used to be embarrassed because your mom was at a yard sale, and now I'm on TV and I'm like, whatever. Yes, I love yard sales. And one of my children, I won't call them out, but they like to go with me.
Yes, there are all kinds of bargains at yard sales.
Absolutely. Well, now, the pet peeve I have, Ms. Thompson, and I hope your yard sale is not going to be like that, and I know it's not because you just briefed me a little bit during break. Why do people put things of value in the yard sale? To me, if you got something $20, $25, $50, $100, it does not need to be in your yard sale. You need to have an auction.
Yes, that is one of the things. Most yard sales start with 25 cents, 50 cents, a dollar, no more than $5. But if you have large items, I suggest that you take pictures of them. You can post them around in your yard sale and with the price on them. And so if someone is interested in that particular item, you can say, well, I can show you that item and it's still in the garage or it's in the house, etc. But yard sales are bargain sales.
Yes, ma'am. And another pet peeve that I have, and again, I'm bringing out my pet peeves because I know you guys have the same. They'll put something broke in the yard sale, and they'll say, well, all you need is a pipe for it, or, you know, the only thing, and you can go to such and such and get this, and, you know, and fix it. Okay, well, if it's that easy, then why don't you keep it?
Anything broken in the yard sale needs to go in the garbage or the trash. It should not be there. Anything unclean, not prepared. Yard sale is hard work.
It is.
To get your yard sale ready, everything should be nice, neat, and clean. Prices, but what I'm going to do and what many people do, we're going to section off our yard sale items, and we're going to post a big sign that these items are $1.
Okay.
So you price those. And the other items on the other side of the yard, they have stickers on them, and we have a sheet with our price list. So the prices then will range from anywhere from $2, no more than $10 if it's an expensive suit. And the problem with that expensive suit, we're either too little or we're too big to wear. So let's just go ahead and help clean out the closet.
Yes, ma'am. For those who have just tuned in, you're tuning into the Lynette Brown Show, and we have Pamela Thompson, and we have transitioned from sickle cell anemia, and we're talking about yard sales. For all those yard sellers that are watching the show, this show is definitely for you. Another pet peeve, another one that I have, is when they say, well, God, I paid such and such for it. You know, I'm going to have at least half. Well, if it's of value to you, then you need to keep it. You don't need to try to sell it. You don't. Nobody cares how much you paid for it. I certainly don't. Whatever you got going to a yard sale.
Okay, that's true. And what we found that many expensive items, if you choose not to put them in the yard sale, then take them to consignment. You can get more money in consignment. But yard sales is a fun-filled day of getting rid of things, house cleaning, spring cleaning. That's my plan, to spring clean your home, and someone else can consider those items of value.
Okay. Well, now you do have like an antique table that you're trying to get rid of. Talk to us about it.
I have over 100-year-old round oak table, antique table, and it has 3 antique chairs with it. I will not be putting that item outside in the sale, but I will be posting flyers about that particular antique table.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
I also have a beautiful contemporary new wood dining room set that I'm going to take a picture of, and it's for sale also, but that item will also be posted. So those are just 2 of the very expensive items that I have, but that I have pictures outside of those items.
Yes, ma'am. For those who have just tuned in, if you need to get in contact with Ms. Thompson, my number is on the screen, and I will certainly get you in contact with her. Again, this is the LBS. We're going to have to go into a quick commercial break, and then it's going to be time for me to wrap this up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Hey folks, welcome to Eddie Pruitt Ford right here in Hartselle, Alabama, where we've got a great sale going on that you don't want to miss. Every new car and truck, every used car and truck drastically reduced, including this state-of-the-art new 13 model Fusion, totally redesigned, cheapest price you can find anywhere in Alabama, $21,975, and that's loaded, not stripped, sport wheels, all power equipment. If you want a great buy, new, used, program cars, whatever your need, Eddie Pruitt Ford right here in Hartselle.
Hey, I'm Granville. We smoke all our meat with hickory and red oak, season all our meat with a dry rub, and our customers will tell you that we have the best ribs and the best barbecue in North Alabama.
I come to Granville's for the great barbecue. They have great lunch specials.
Well, I like the barbecued chicken. It's the best chicken I think I've had barbecued.
Barbecue sandwich, probably the best in town. The ribs, first time I came, the ribs were to die for.
Granville's Gourmet Ribs and Barbecue on the corner of Meridian Street and Oakwood Smokehouse.
I just love the owner and the people that work here, and they have the best everything. They got the best barbecue sandwich. I really love it. I love their pinto beans. Their chicken and dumplings are just out of this world. And every time I'm by here, I gotta stop and get some.
I love eating here because they have the best peach pies.
The Barbecue Smokehouse. Great pork and chicken. Point Mallard Parkway in Priceville.
Hi there. I'm Johnny Smith, manager here at Colors Precision Paint and Body. We'd like to send out a thank you for supporting us for 21 years of business this year. If you need anything, our phone number is 256-773-6272.
Barbecue, and Thomas Pitt is certainly one of the best in town.
This is basically good old Southern barbecue. I'm a Yankee, and you can't get this up north.
We've been using the same recipe for 42 years.
We got the best ribs in North Alabama.
I've been here about 32 years. Oh, I like the ribs, cheeseburgers, pork. I like about everything still. I've been here that long, and I still like it.
I've been coming here since 1950, when Mr. Thomas had it, and then James and Mary had it, and now these people, and the barbecue is the same. I've been in 19 countries and all the states, and I've never found any other barbecue like it. It's wonderful.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I've been here for like 38 years. I really enjoyed working with the old owners, and I really enjoyed Carlos, which is the new owner. And I just want to invite everybody to come out because the whole staff is still here. We still have the same people making potato salad, slaw, the cooks out back. We're the same. We're still Thomas Barbecue. Thank you.
Diva Wanted was also brought to you in part by Jet Pep, your friendly neighborhood pep stop.
Welcome back to the LBS, the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show of the South. I am the Fiery Diva, keeping the airwaves hot on your favorite station. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to wind things down, but but not quite yet. I hope you guys enjoyed that show. Yeah, right. The yard sales. Okay, if you are having a yard sale and you have something out there that is of value to you, it does not need to be in the yard sale. You need to keep it, okay? But no one is going to pay what you have paid for it. Really? It's a yard sale. But anyway, we've got to move on, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, my time is just about out. I want to say last week with the Diva I Wanted, you know, it was Mother's Day, and we had such good response. I mean, the text messages was overwhelming, ladies and gentlemen. So many people going through so much. I mean, I was in tears on a lot of the stories, and I thank you, ladies. I thank you for sharing your story with me, because a lot of the stories I get, that gives me ideas in what to do as far as show topics are concerned. So I thank you for sharing that part of your life with me. And I hope you enjoy your gift certificates, okay? I hope you enjoyed them. So we're going to do a different Diva I Wanted once again this week. My number is on the screen. You know, we've talked about people going through and, you know, the hardships that people have, and that's every day. But you know something? There's some good out here too. Right? So if you've got some good news that you want to share, you've got something good going on in your life, text me right now, okay? And I am going to let you go to Popeye's chicken. That is a 2-piece dinner. Popeye's chicken. Yeah. If you can text me right now, tell me what you've got going on good. It may be a good doctor's report. Your child may have gotten AB honor roll. You may have gotten a promotion on the job. Okay, you may have lost weight. I mean, anything. Your relationship, you may be in love. Just any good news that you can share. Yeah, Diva wants to hear it, okay? And if you can do that for me, then I have got a free appetizer to Applebee's. Yep, free appetizer to Applebee's. That is in Huntsville, Alabama. That is a free Applebee's card. Huntsville, Alabama, okay? And again, this is all for the good news. Good news, good news. I want to hear it. 256-566-5854. Just text Diva I Want It and tell me what you've got to tell us. Tell us the good news, okay? We want to hear it, okay? And once again, I've got another Popeye's 2-piece chicken dinner at Popeye's Chicken, okay? And see, what else do we have here? Oh, you know what? My goodness, I've got a gift card to actually eat dinner for 2 for Applebee's. Okay, that's the Applebee's in Huntsville. Just tell me the good news. Just tell me what you've got going on. And you know something else I think that I have, and I'm going to throw in there? Okay, I think I have Chili's. Yeah, Chili's in Huntsville. Just give me the good news. Tell me what you've got going on, okay? And it is time for me to wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my time. I certainly appreciate yours, and I thank you so much for tuning in to the hottest, the biggest, the baddest talk show.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. It's cool to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? Give me a soft, subtle mix, and if it ain't broke, then don't try to fix it. And think of the summers of the past. Adjust the bass and let the Alpine blast. Pop in my CD and let me run a rhyme and put your car on cruise and lay back, cause it's summertime.